I think that we push it. I mean, I really think that we really push that and try to get that ready to go out towards the end of the year with the ability for this board to take a hard look at Mr. Pender's results in early January so that we can get those impact fees where this body like that review done. I mean, that's kind of the direction I'm feeling from this body is that you really want to review those. That would give us a good review on that.
So we push them both out till our first of the year?
Not.
Or the other,
We would just work to make sure we got updated information on that substation.
Right.
To where we could do a legitimate impact study at the beginning of the year. Probably still merits attention to do the cost of service now.
That's what I'm, yeah, so cost of service is the one I'd like to have done before our budget in November if that's possible. But that's gonna be a decision that's gonna have to be
I
made.
don't know that we're going to be able to make any our budget timeline. I mean, we can try, but really, I would like that cost of service to at least include a good initial draft of the 2015 budget. So as soon as we get the draft budget done for your guys' review, we fire that off to Pender to start doing the cost of service study on that. We can make some adjustments. If you guys decide to make adjustments to that draft budget, but they'll be minimal in the cost of service study, and then you'll have a cost of service study done and completed with the 2015 budget at the first of the year. And then you can make any type of rate decisions at that time that you want.
Okay, you're talking cost of service study was 18,000, you said?
Yeah. Not to exceed.
Not to exceed.
That includes two trips south from Utah and Florida from Pender. So we think we could probably do this without even one trip if needs be.
Okay, so it's gonna be less than that.
So it could be very nice.
Then the impact fee study was
12.
12.
So you're 30 grand.
We could push that off on next year. Impact fee. Okay.
I think that 12K would be built into next year's budget, though,
In the
with
15.
direction from this group.
Yeah, we would have to build
We
it
would
in,
have to
but that's
build
a
that in.
component that we would
Yeah.
know that we're gonna have that expense, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's an expense you gotta really swallow if you want to get that revenue and start to build some of those system impact costs into a new study.
We previously designated Heber as a single source provider because of his knowledge of the company and his would fall within that category.
Probably need a motion to that effect, I guess, if we want to continue, start it right now.
Well, that was put on the agenda, but
That was the last thing we talked about at the audit committee, was changing the agenda line item for all the committees to include a statement to the effect of bringing those recommendations for discussion of potential approval voting at that time. How did you word
Well,
that?
it would just say that on there, it would audit committee report, and then could just say discussion and possible approval of recommendations.
I think you really need to identify the recommendations more specifically.
I don't think we've got a huge problem here. I really think that if we take this course of action, we can start compiling, staff can start compiling everything we need to get to Mr. Pender. The board can approve it in the September meeting, and then we can fire it off.
Okay.
Other than the mid-commercial this report gonna tell you anything different than the last one told us? And the last one told us about the rate increases that was needed. What are you
It will.
expecting to get more than the mid-commercial?
I mean, we'll get that demand component throughout.
And that's important.
And that's important. And you know, that's been my driver all along, is getting our rate structure to where we are similar to other utilities our size in the world, really. I mean, by charging that demand component.
But if you get the data that you're accumulating now and send it to him, looks to me like he can pretty much, like you're saying, Mark, he can pretty much do that right at home.
Yeah, I don't.
And that's what these guys are saying in their out meeting.
I mean, you know, I don't need to talk to people face to face. I'm fine with Skype. I think Bart is. We're fine talking on the phone. We just come from that world, I guess, so we're fine that way.
Well, I think what we ought to do is give them direction to go forward. I understand it's not on the minutes, but I mean, we could have it there next time. I think we just give direction if we get this thing done.
Can we give them the direction and ratify it next time? Okay.
Do you need more specific direction than
Well,
that?
you got, but Jason doesn't.
Jason can take it as a management prerogative. Just do it.
I'm just gonna start sending him data,
Perfect. That's what I'm
knowing
saying.
that I have the right direction from your body and that,
Yes.
You don't need to wait for the ratification. I mean, that can begin as quickly as you have the opportunity and the data.
And you get the data to send it, let's just get on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather get it done.
Yeah.
we'll
sooner than later.
continue to push on these facility studies and the system impact study on the second point of interconnect. Try to get those costs nailed down. Jake and Harold are going after it right now, and then we'll be ready to fire off that system impact.
Ran out of battery on the
Well.
camera.
So,
That gives you the direction of the board's consensus to follow through with that.
okay.
Jerome getting tired over there.
This is a test run, by the way.
He already ran out of battery on his camera, so now he's gotta go to his phone for the second half.
Just one more thought I have, and thinking about it on my mind, on our company website, we talked about it, who's in charge of that,
Sean.
Sean is. Maybe just keep that a little more up to date on a few things. I think I'm getting some people talking about the AMI smart meters and put information on that, what that is, information we're pulling down, just kind of leave that permanently on the website where people can pull it off and say, look, this is all we're getting information on, so we're not going as far as other people think we are with it.
Jason, give it to me too, and I'll put it in paper.
On our quarterly Enlightened, has this gone out, or was this just merely an example? I mean, we talked about our website. This is.
I was hoping you had it by now. Are you
Well,
telling me you haven't got it in the mail yet?
I don't believe so.
I'll get the UPS tomorrow, 'cause they were supposed to send it out last Friday.
Well, if it went mail, it should have got us almost Saturday around here.
I'll talk with them.
So this is only, this is quarterly. We really need to give thought what we put on here. This isn't bad. I looked, though, we're still, I think, above those recipients as far as some terminology, some terms. Peak may or may not mean anything.
Kindergarten
but
version.
it really needs to be as simple as we can make it. This is good, it's first step, and appreciate doing it, but, no, we haven't done it yet.
Our rule of thumb is if you're writing something like that, we have to write to a 12-year-old level. So literally, you have to write so a 12-year-old will understand. So if you look at it from that mentality, that's.
We'll work on that.
I thought I wrote it so Bob would understand.
Just dumb it down a little.
Yeah, I can write what it sounds like.
Oh, we're good.
Bob probably does understand it. The rest of us
In bold
dumb it
letters.
down.
Had to get the dictionary out a couple of times.
As far as the website, we'll work to do that, just what you're asking. We're also trying to keep our pages for pertinent utility information. We're starting to get quite a few Twitter followers, so we're gonna definitely moving in that direction.
I know it takes company time, resources, but it's sure valuable.
Yeah.
This come out of dispatch then, will that be their cause, as it were, to keep that updated?
Yeah, we're still really working on finalizing that, and any board suggestions, please email me. And, you know, we'll take it to the people that we're trying to, you know, get that perfected. I mean,
What you talking about,
well, it's a lot quicker to update. It's a lot quicker to update, like, the Facebook page, and, you know, there's one employee that does that, and then allow dispatch to, you know, kind of tweet out pertinent information like outage in northeast portion of town or outage in Daniels area. It's not going to be like specific, it's just going to be information.
If they don't know their lights are off, there's.
How are they gonna get it? How are they gonna get on their
You've been here too long.
But believe me,
Your phone.
If there's anything else you'd like to see on the website, please let us know.
yeah, we need input.
Shoot me an
We can't.
email.
It's very hard to read minds, and we,
I'm sorry.
I think they, you know, I think the website's done really well on documents and so forth. As I've gone there, maybe lost a copy of what I should have had, I go there and it's there. I think that's good. I haven't graduated telephone yet, so tweet and Facebook will be down the road, but I can see that that's an important.
You get a tweet that your power's out, really?
I think another point on the website,
Glad somebody told me
Maybe
the power's out.
generators.
You'd have a stiff coat. Okay.
So we'll be able to.
and that's
get
how,
on the-
that's how it matters.
Sometimes it just cracks.
That's how it
Some of this
shines.
stuff. No, it just goes straight.
Another thing I think we're gonna talk about is on our website, these generators we're looking at. If we put that information on there, and why we're doing it, it's either we rent or we have our own assets, we explain why we're going this direction, trying to acquire these generators. There's a lot of people asking why you're spending $6.5 million, $8.5 million. This at least explain to them, this is the process we're trying to do. We're trying to buy assets that go into the open market, and explain that with them. I think that'd go a long ways. And then even on your pie charts, where you're showing where we're buying our energy from, yeah, put that in there and explain where we're on that. And as far as, you know, simplified, put down if it's acronym, what is it, put an explanation what that is, bottom down there, if they can understand what it is. I think it helps people understand the reason why we're looking at going for these generators, to produce our own power, to go to the open market, to evolve, which whatever that takes us.
We can do that.
And Jason, any pertinent information you want the public to have, shoot me an email and I'll put it in the paper. I open up pages too, so just give me information.
We can revise the agenda, and that will go through the clerk.
Okay, I have the first item on that, as far as our budgeting timeline. Originally, I provided to the board members a